Hi, my name is Jeremy Lewis, and today the pieces I've prepared for you are as follows. A monologue from The Seafarer by Connor McPherson, To Be or Not to Be from Hamlet by William Shakespeare. And for my a cappella song, I have chosen a portion from the song Reality from the online podcast musical 36 Questions, written and composed by Chris Littler and Ellen Winter. What's hell? Hell is, well, you know, Sharky, when you're walking round and round the city and the streetlights have all come on and it's cold, or you're standing outside a shop where you were hanging around reading the magazines, pretending to buy one because you've no money and nowhere to go, and your feet are like blocks of ice in those stupid little slip-on shoes you bought for chauffeuring. And you see all the people who seem to live in another world, all snuggled up in the warmth of a tavern or a cozy little house, and you just walk and walk and walk, and you're on your own, and nobody knows who you are, and you don't know anyone, and you're trying not to hassle people or beg because you're trying not to drink, and you're hoping you won't meet anyone you know because of the blistering shame that rises up in your face, and you have to look away because you know you can't deal with the thought that someone might love you because of all the pain you always cause. Well, that's a fraction of the self-loathing you'll feel in hell. Except it's worse because there truly is no one to love you. Not even him. He lets you go. Even he's sick of you. You're trapped in a space that's smaller than a coffin, which is lying 1,000 miles down just under the bed of a vast, icy, pitch-black sea. You're buried alive in there, and it's so cold you can't even feel the angry tears freezing in your eyelashes, and your very bones ache with deep, perpetual agony, and you think, I must be going to die. But you never die. You never even sleep. Because every few minutes, you're gripped by a claustrophobic panic, and you get so frightened that you squirm uselessly against the steel walls and the heavy lid, and your heart beats so fast against your ribs, you think, I must be going to die. But of course, you never will. Because of what you did. It's where I am too, Sharky. I know you see me here in this man's clothes, but that's where I really am. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die. To sleep no more. And by asleep, to say that we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die. To sleep. To sleep. Or perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, The pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear, but that the thought of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to those we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment. With this regard, the currents turn awry and lose the name of action. I have to leave you behind. I know that sounds harsh, but that's the reality. I wish we had our old life, but that shit's impossible. That's just reality. You like to live your life blurring the lines, bending the rules to make yourself look better, but all that I wanted was something concrete, and to know for a fact you are real. What I know is I still love you. That's my reality. You know I'd give anything to wake up with you next to me. You and I spent 2 years of our lives lost in your lies, far from reality. And it felt like a dream. 'Cause it was.